So I got my monthly feed and bedding. I got 30 cubic feet of bedding and feed for a month, and every month it seems like it's getting less and less. I haven't been in a Petco in a hot second, but I'm trying my hand at a new prep. So I lucked out. I grabbed the last batch of large crickets they had, which was 20. They had 20 left. So I grabbed their last 20. We're gonna take them home. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So here's my next prep. 20 large crickets. I got this set up already. I got some old egg cartons, some cardboard, some soil, and if you look at the bottom here, it comes with some minerals, some vitamin minerals. We'll be able to see it better once I take it out of the bag here, but essentially we're gonna start cricket farming. So what I have here is 20 large crickets from Petco. And the reason why I have large crickets is because they're already at breeding age. They've hit maturation. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take bits and pieces of compost, plant compost, whether that be, lettuce, cucumber, squash, leafy greens, etc. We're gonna take our plant compost and we're gonna put some of it with our chickens. We're gonna put some of it right here. And that's gonna feed the crickets, and the crickets are gonna breed, and they're gonna breed in this damp soil. Every week we're gonna take this soil out and we're gonna put it in another bin where they will hatch out. And then we repeat the process. I'm starting out with 4 containers, but eventually I want to get up to 7 or 8. What this is going to allow me to do is have large grow outs to where once a week I can take a full container that has hundreds of crickets and I can give them to my chickens, and I will be able to take them off of the system for subsistence. I'm able to use food that we're already eating and discarding, the compost. I'm going to turn it into a high quality protein for the chickens. Since we're having potatoes tonight, we're going to use the peels. As you can see, we eat real potatoes here. So you got to be careful because these guys will jump out. But right here, next to this cricket right here, is a gelatin type substance. That is the nutrient gel pack that comes with the crickets, and that'll give them water and nutrition. And then right here I have some real potatoes, and that'll also give them nutrition and water. And what's great about this setup is outside of the container and the crickets, everything else was free. The sour cream we used, obviously the egg cartons had already been purchased. So, we're just taking things that we have on hand and refurbishing them. The feed that we're gonna grow these guys is food from our own table, so there's no additional costs associated there. And obviously the goal is to do this as cheaply and sustainably as possible. So once these crickets start breeding, they're going to really be a huge part of our preparedness plan here at the homestead, because we're going to be able to grow a lot of our own chicken feed. The chickens are by far the animal that uses the most outside input. I mean, most people have to buy feed for them. Ours, we're lucky enough during the summertime especially, feed costs are extremely low because they pasture raise. So that's easy. But during the wintertime, they can pasture raise, and they have lots of acreage to do it. But if you want them to continuously lay eggs, continuously perform for you, you do need to supplement them with something. So right now we're using feed because we're wanting to get fresh eggs every single day so we can incubate them and raise chicks and we can have fresh eggs for ourselves. But I would like to depend on myself and not depend on outside input. So this is going to be a project for the season. So it goes without saying, I'm really excited about getting these containers in rotation. I'm really excited about breeding them and raising them. And I'm also super excited about getting our feed costs down, because ultimately the ultimate goal is to be able to raise my homestead birds for nothing and being able to depend solely on what I can do in the homestead. And it would be nice to be able to do so in a very effective and efficient manner, especially if it's something as easy as, taking this tub out and dumping it out in the chicken coop and being done with it. I mean, that would be outstanding. So we're really excited about this project, and we'll keep you guys updated. And just a little update for you guys. This is our incubators. We have 96 eggs in the incubator, and they'll be ready to hatch here in about 10 days. So we are super excited, and we're super thrilled to have some baby chicks here on the homestead. And just for some added info, we're not going to be storing these inside. We're going to be storing these in the shed. Heaven forbid we store these inside and they get out and start to multiply in the house. That wouldn't be very good. Mama wouldn't be happy. And so, yeah, the crickets sleep outside in the shed. I don't want to sleep out in the shed. So we're going to make sure these guys are safely secured in the shed. Yeah, Kova. If those crickets get out, we're both sleeping outside in the shed. Okay, maybe just me. Maybe just me. You want to say hi to everybody on YouTube? And just one last thing real quick. Yes, they do need air, and I doubt with this being shut that they wouldn't get the air that they need. But just in case, I just punctured 3 little holes in the top here with a thumbtack. That's really all they need. They will have plenty of air that way. I don't even think that's necessary, but just in case, that's what we did there, just to make sure that there's some kind of air going inside the container. So we're all set. We're going to put this in the shed, and we'll keep you guys updated on the progress. And as always, guys, long live the Republic.